Hey guys, what's up? So from the title, maybe you guys can figure out I'm going to talk about some of my favorite things. And one of my favorite things ever is food. So why not talk about favorite places to eat at Disney? My top 10. And I'll explain a little bit about each place. So I have my list. I'm going to start with number 10. Number 10 is Pizza Fari, which is at the Animal Kingdom. It used to be called Camp Minnie and Mickey. It was right before going into Camp Minnie and Mickey, and that is where Pandora is now going to be, and it's taken up that spot. Um, but my favorite thing to eat there, obviously, is pizza, because it's Pizza Fari. They have little personal pan pizzas, and each room has like different themes. It's just really cute. It's a quick service, so it's not a sit down. It's one of those that you go up, you order, then you get your little receipt, and then you wait for your tray, and then you go sit wherever you want. Animal Kingdom has a few places like that. There's one in the dinosaur area, Dinosaur Land USA. They have one like that. My favorite out of the two that they have in Animal Kingdom is Pizza Fari. I guess because just a lot of childhood memories are there, and we always used to stop there when we were kids. My next one on the list, we're gonna park hop and we're gonna head to Pinocchios at the Magic Kingdom. Again, this has to do probably with childhood memories, and I still go to eat there. So this is number 9, and it's right next to It's a Small World. And if you're lucky enough, you can get one of the seats that look into It's a Small World before the boats after they launch, and then they go into It's a Small World, and you can see them, and you can wave and see if they wave back. So I used to always sit there because all I wanted to do was just wave and be like, hi, while I had my little peanut butter and jelly and apple juice because I was little. But I mean, I still eat that now. Their menu has changed recently, but they still are a quick service restaurant. Um, I ate there recently and I got their flatbread pizza, which is really, really, really good. And the time before I had their chicken Alfredo, which was very filling. It was a big amount for it being a quick service place. So it filled me up for the rest of the night at the Magic Kingdom because there's extra magic hours. We were there till late, so it was the perfect meal to have. I would recommend going there with younger kids so that they can have that whole cute little moment looking out into It's a Small World. The place itself is very pretty. It has scenes from the movie painted on the walls. It's just very nice. Very, very, very nice. Number 8, which is also in the Magic Kingdom, the Royal Table. It's in the castle, and this is a sit-down restaurant that you have to make reservations for very, very, very in advance, way in advance, because it's always packed. Other than it just being a sit-down, it is character dining. The last time I did this, it was like 4 years ago. It's a fixed menu, basically. It just has certain things you can pick from. It's not a very large menu, but what you're paying for is the experience to see the princesses and for them to come out and to meet them without having to wait in an hour-long line, because the princess lines throughout the parks take forever. So you're paying for that experience. There's another princess dining similar to that in Epcot in the Norway Pavilion. I can't pronounce the name, but Again, you're paying for that experience to see the princesses, but once while the fireworks were going on, and one time during the stage show, and both experiences are really cool to have. It's a very small area, which is why you have to make reservations in advance, because it only fits a certain amount of people, which is very similar to another restaurant that we will get to later. The next one is number 7, and this is the ABC Commissary at Hollywood Studios. Again, this is another quick service. I love it. I've been going since I was a kid. I used to call this the no shoes restaurant because I would sit down with my dad and I'd be like, Daddy, can I take off my shoes? My feet hurt. And then he'd be like, yeah, you're in the ABC Commissary. It's okay. And I would sit crisscross applesauce and let my feet breathe for a little bit. This place, the menu has changed from what it used to be, and I eat there on every trip. So current menu is amazing. The burgers they have, the salads they have, just everything. They have a lot more options. They do have vegetarian options, it's just really good. And they have the Once Upon a Time posters. They have posters from all the ABC shows. So it's one of my go-to places, and not just for nostalgic reasons, but because the food is really good. Next on the list is number 6, and this is the bakery in the French Pavilion at Epcot, which is obviously going to be a quick service. I love that they put that bakery inside of the store when you get out of the Impressions de France. And they have sandwiches, and then they have pastries and macaroons and all these things. It just smells so amazing. I think it is one of my favorite things in World Showcase because I have to stop there every time and get a sandwich or at least something sweet to eat. When they added that, I was so happy. And the fact that I get to go to Disney a lot more often than I can go to France, and I get to have a little taste of France, it makes me extremely happy. The only problem there is that it's hard to find seats. If it's a really packed time of the day, last time we were there, we had to wait for seats. It really depends on what time of the year and what time of the day you're going to be in that area. But it's worth it just to stop in and get something. On our list is number 5, and we're going to hop over to Animal Kingdom once more. We're going to Animal Kingdom, and we are going to talk about the Yak and Yeti, which is, again, number 5 on our list. And this is a sit-down restaurant. It's near Everest. I've eaten here, I would say, 3 times. And every time I've gone, I've been impressed. It's been a while since I've eaten there because we normally don't stay in Animal Kingdom that long to get hungry and eat somewhere. The most we do is pick up ice cream. From my past experiences, I can say that it was great. I loved it. I don't remember what I ate. It was so long ago. But the first time I ate there, I was like, wow, I want to keep eating here. The inside, from what I remember, was really, really nice. I am going to be putting pictures. Don't worry. It's not something I do all the time, but it is very nice to do when you can. Number 4 is Starlight Cafe at the Magic Kingdom. This is a quick service, but I love it. Ever since I was a kid, I love going to Cosmic Rays, and I love sitting at the bottom, watching him play on the piano and do his little show, and eating chicken nuggets or getting a cheeseburger and having my fries. And I think it is one of my favorite spots to be at the Magic Kingdom, just to cool down and relax. And they have a pulled pork burger, which is really, 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 really good. I really recommend it. And they have 3 different bays, so the lines aren't as long because there's 3 different sections. They do have rotisserie chicken. They have a bunch of things. If I can get a picture of the menu, I'll put it in here. And there's a lot of seating. It's just a very convenient space to sit down and relax at the Magic Kingdom. Number 3, we are going to go back to Epcot really quick and talk about Le Cellier. Le Cellier is the best steakhouse I've ever been to. The best service, the best everything that I've dealt with at Disney in general. We eat there for any special occasion. We went for my mom's birthday, went for my uncle's birthday. Hopefully we're going to eat there for my birthday. It only fits, I would say, don't quote me on this, but I think it's 82. The capacity is 82, I think. So it's very small. And on the inside, it's broken up to each province. And your server is from the province that you're sitting in. So it's just very, very, very nice. And yes, it is a very expensive meal, but it is very, very, very worth it. I get the filet mignon every time, and it's amazing. And they added poutine to the menu not too long ago, and that is amazing. If you want, I will do a whole video on my favorite things to eat from that restaurant, because that will take a whole video. It is so, so, so amazing. Number 2 is 1900 Park Fare at the Grand Floridian. It's a tradition that we eat there every trip on the Sunday that we leave. Mainly because I love Mary Poppins and I love that breakfast. It's a buffet. There's Mickey Mouse waffles, they have eggs, they have sausage, they have bacon, they have everything. They have a little kids section. There's even a dessert section. Even when it's breakfast, there's a dessert section, which steals my heart. And then of course, the characters, again, you're paying for that experience. You don't get to see Mary Poppins that much. You don't get to see Alice. You don't get to see the Mad Hatter that much either. You don't get to see Bert as often, and Tigger and Pooh are there, and it's my favorite character dining. Hands down. And the inside of that restaurant is gorgeous. On top, it looks like an organ on top, and then they have the carousel horses in the middle. It is absolutely beautiful. And while you're waiting, there used to be a little coloring table, but now they take your pictures. There's a garden outside with a Mary Poppins topiary. It's gorgeous. I think if you guys have the time to try to do that, it is absolutely amazing. Hands down, again, best character experience dining ever. I'm obsessed. And now number 1, our last and final, but not the least, which is my favorite thing in the whole entire world that I have to get every time I walk into the Magic Kingdom: Casey's Corner. Yes, this is a quick service restaurant. Yes, it's only hot dogs, but to me, it is the best thing that I get every time I go. Because the atmosphere, the food, it has a certain smell, and it's amazing. I get the mini corn dogs, the little corn dog nuggets. I get the french fries, which the french fries are the best. When I go to Disney with Daniel, we'll talk about that in the vlog because they're amazing. The seating area of Casey's is probably my second favorite thing after getting my corn dogs. Because you can look right at the castle, and you can people watch the people coming in from Main Street USA and coming into the castle, and then you see the people passing you to get to Adventureland. And I think it's just such a nice little area, and it's really nicely covered, has a lot of shade. It's a great place to relax and unwind from the parks. And again, being there, just taking it in. I think Casey's, for me, is about being able to sit there, eating my french fries, and taking in everything around me. Because next to you on the left is the Crystal Palace, which is gorgeous. And then on your right, you're looking towards Tomorrowland, and right in front of you is the castle. So there's so many things to look at, so many things to watch. And there's a lot of things that happen on Main Street USA, depending what time you're sitting there. So why it is my favorite thing. to do out of any of the parks. And it might seem weird, like, Erica, it's just hot dogs. It's more than that, but their food is extremely amazing either way. But yeah, so those are my top 10 food spots, my favorite things, whatever you want to call this. Um, and I hope this gave you insight on where you guys could eat. I really can't wait till I go back to Disney, and I can't wait till I go back to Universal so that we can start having more videos on this channel of things that I've been doing, because I am so ready to vlog a ton. So keep watching, and there's so much more to come. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.